up, it was across the room. But I heard when they do this earring thing, like sometimes I'm like, what the hell is it doing way over here? Um, I heard that like somebody go take like one of your like a pair. If you have a pair of something, well maybe not a pair of panties, but like a pair of earrings. They do this when they do witchcraft, and like for about the past 24 hours, excuse me, one of the girls was sleeping downstairs or whatever, but she stayed somewhere for a couple days or whatever this weekend. Look, yesterday I was smelling something. I'm like, what the hell is that? Anyways, I had to do something real quick and now I'm back. So this is continuation of the last video. Um, and I'm like, what is that fucking smell? And so yes, I had to like, I told you my person's friend came over. But see, that's why I think that these are more of the woodsmen people. These people play in the forest or in the woods, or this is, you know what I'm saying? Say there's a cluster of people that you grew up with. They have this cluster. It could be in Hollywood of them same people cloned. They could be in the government cloned. They could be in the sex industry cloned. They could be in Canada. There's could also be some judgment on to Canada or the Canaanites. If they thought they was going to take all my shit and run up north or something and try to do something with the crown or build up without me. Something about that. Then they have the clusters of the woodsmen people, and then they have the clusters of the people that like do business or something. It's I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I was like, something is dead under this house. And so when we did that reading last night, and I said, look at that cat with the head cut off, because it was like 5 little kittens running around this neighborhood. They was like kind of exotic looking actually. So it's kind of like, it's like if somebody had those particular kittens, one was like white with a gray mouth and gray feet, almost like a Siamese, but or like a I can't remember the other kind of cat it is, but it was really pretty. And then you know how sometimes you have those gray cats with the black lines, but this one the markings were different. He was the big one, and he was first I seen him. And then he started coming around with 3 other little ones. The white one, another one that looked like him, and another one. But you could tell he was still a baby, but he was running around here. The little kitten, he could have been like, let's just say he was like 2 months. And these little other ones that was following him was like 1 month. I'm just making up something because I don't know how many months they was or whatever. But they was like half his size, okay? And he would be, and then the next couple of times I seen him, we put food out here. They didn't want the food. Okay, and then one day I seen him. I was like, oh, I wonder if I should try to catch that cat and bring it in here. But I seen him with like a chipmunk or something dead in his mouth, and I'm like, oh, he can stay his ass outside, because this could be. I keep seeing my feral cat. I keep seeing my feral cat card from that little mini deck. There's only like 10, 20 cards in there. I can't remember what that deck is called, but we pulled the feral cat the other day. Okay, and that's why I said somebody could be trying to put that kind of spell on me, okay? Because they might be trying to feed me some kind of wine or something. When they fed Sekhmet that wine, even though I feel like somebody else could be posing as a Sekhmet energy, but they could put the blame of a bloodbath on me or somebody like this. It's they made her drink that. That could also be like solve a crime or realize the truth about something. And then they made her have to be a house cat, okay? But maybe somebody might be trying to not make you a house cat, but a feral cat, meaning that you're gonna have to be somebody that go live in your car and travel around or sleep in your car, you know, whatever like this, okay? But when we seen that card last night, and I said it's like somebody did some type of it's almost like something is not okay, something is just not working is what I'm picking up on. Like they thought that I would say something that would get me, so they're gonna force, so it's like they're gonna force something, and that will make somebody or get somebody pregnant, so then you have to just stay at home barefoot and pregnant as a little cat. You can't go out in the work field and like actually move some shit or get something done. right? This could also be like they're trying to rouse me up by talking about Epstein. Like I said, I've never met Epstein in Epstein's form. If Epstein is the first generation version or the spinoff from the first or second generation of my father, and they changed the way he looked, that would be the connection. I didn't see him when he was Epstein. I seen him when he was William Bruton. You understand what I'm saying? So, I I'm picking up on like the energy, right? Also, something about the phenotype and things like this. So, there's a nasty smell, and I'm like, well, the babies aren't even here. The babies haven't been here for 3 days. What does that smell? It can't be a diaper or whatever like this. But I know what it smells like because sometimes squirrels, sometimes chipmunks get underneath the door here, and then they go edge themselves into the under of the house, and then it smell, like a dead rat smell. Okay, they did the spare work. I think a long time ago when I was in that little room, that little studio room next to my grandma's apartment. I remember that's the first time I smelled like a dead rat, and my dad was like, "Oh, that's just a dead mouse or something in the wall." I'm like, "Ugh." So that's how. So ever since he referred that scent to that, then like, oh my god. So now I know what a dead rat or rodent or something kind of smells like. But I've been sitting in the living room. Then my daughter came back today, and she's like, "Oh, I need you to." She just came in for 1 second. She went in the kitchen. She's like, "Ew, what's that smell?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's something like this." And she was like, "What did you spray?" "Oh, you got an incense burning." And I'm like, "Yeah, because it stinks." And she's like, "Oh, ooh, oh yeah, I do smell that." And so I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, so I don't know if somebody cut off an animal's head or something, girl. Okay, and put it in the house. It's like right in the kitchen underneath the floor somewhere. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. I mean, we are getting the toilet fixed. We are getting the toilet fixed right now. All right. And I was trying to think like maybe it's the sewage or something like this, but I just don't think that that's it. I feel like that smells like a dead animal. Okay. So somebody's doing some heavy stuff is what I'm trying to say. All right. But anyways, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to fix this earring while I'm sitting here talking. But y'all like my little earring that I made with this leather? This is real leather. But I like shabby chic or like, Victorian stuff, tablecloths and shit like that. But I feel like this kind of like country. If I can get the damn thing to sit right. Hold on 1 second. Okay. But you see that little feather on there? That little cute feather and that little gem? Okay. This is supposed to be like flat like that. Okay, now you see it? All right, there you go. Okay. So that's how they look or whatever. That's the earring for today. Sometimes I gotta go downstairs in the basement and just remember like about making stuff. And then sometimes I gotta wear it. When I put this outfit on the other day, I'm like, oh my goodness, I know what earrings I can put on. But I think these are the cutest, like these are my most happiest creation. I created a couple of them. But I just thought these look so cute with this hair and with this dress or whatever. Anyway, so let's get back into the point because I'm kind of eating my food at the same time and stuff like this because I ate my food. Then I'm like, oh my God, I got to be at the place. And then da 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 da. So this is where we're at. But, mm-hmm. But that's what I'm picking up on. And I think we stopped at, hold on, let me turn off the car. I think we stopped at the point where I said, it's almost like somebody been holding a child hostage or somebody hostage. And they're like, oh, you didn't figure it out or something like this? Because somebody's definitely like harming people, killing people, deporting people or something like this, like trying to pay me back or something. But they don't know that I'm not attached to these people or something. They're doing like they're doing it wrong. All right. So it's almost like somebody was warning, like, how somebody be getting a bride ready, or like how the girls were taken at like with Esther and Vashti, they were taken into the harem or whatever, and they were in there with maybe a male, a castrated male, a eunuch, okay, would be in there with the women, okay. prepping them, giving them milk baths and everything like this, and kids that get their night with king or whatever like this. Okay, the way that these underground energies or these other people do it, they just be running up on people. They just be running up on people and shit like this, and I don't know, it's just weird. But in order for something to be clean, like I said, these could be people that were separated from their families, put in a certain place, and being prepped. Okay. So I don't understand why these people be trying to act like they biblical or something like this, when a lot of things that they do is like real foul. But if I was picking up like a young girl or a young boy was being prepped and prepped and prepped, and now like somebody couldn't wait, they wanted to penetrate this child or do a gang rape a child into something, a gang or something. And somebody could be taunting you, right? And like I told you about these criminals and stuff. I don't know how they got turned on to the innocents, because at some point in time, that's going to be a clash, especially if somebody start waking up. Because not like I'm not in the game with these people. I didn't take no oath with these people. What you looking at me for? But it's almost over the years. If you're an empress or an emperor, the way the people wasn't taking care of you or me with the finances no more. They was letting you fall down, down, down in the deep, till you could have hit rock bottom almost. And when you're there is people that respect the old order, but they too far gone, and they have mixed feelings or mixed emotions or something here. This could also be men that had one wife or whatever because of the order of things, or because there's an uncle that wouldn't let them fuck with it. Like it's bad enough the girl can't even be a part of what it is. She can't make no choices. Dude, if you're gonna be with her, you have to be only with her like this. Like you can't be spending money. You can't bring two households. You can't be doing none of that. You go because she's different, right? Or he. But somebody was like, fuck that. Then they could have killed somebody or sacrificed somebody. Okay. So that they can still keep like the highest energy, like the Empress. And then they can have others too. And they can ill treat the Empress or restrict or take things away from the Empress or the Emperor. Okay.
So you know the lights are on, right? That's what's killing the battery when you leave lights on.
Well, I just turned off the car.
Okay. You can take Bree to practice?
I
gotta go get paint and stuff from Home Depot. You think you can take her? All right.
I don't know.
Are you gonna be leaving? Then can I move my car up or something? So
Or come over here. And then I'll park on the street when I come back. Huh?
I can't squeeze through here, so I back out, you back out, I come in here.
Oh, you staying for the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Okay. Lost my train of thought. Okay. So this person could have got rid of somebody that don't play about you or don't play about me. It's only right, because no, you can't take away somebody's full autonomy or freedom or their free will and just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah, and I'm hearing about this group. There's other people, and some of these people could be horrible with the work that they do. Like, I don't know. I've never been, like, a mobster could look at me and like, yeah, bitch, you could never be mine. You talk too much. But this is about some type of judgment here is where we're at right now. But it might be true. But at the end of the day, what I'm picking up on is some of these people could have horrible jobs in this day and age. Motherfucker, you better probably, once you size this situation up and you see how something work, you better probably be changing with the moments, depending on how much you're able to how much you're able to see, or I don't know how I'm trying to explain this, but it's like that's what I feel like this is. Somebody could be waking up in the city to figure out or realize who the people are that was really around them in their it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. You know, you waking up to figure like what was really around you, but questioning if they hurt you, or is it why you're like you are because of who was around you, or something like this here. That's just what I'm getting. Okay, it's almost like somebody trying to force you to go through this. Like you probably ain't supposed to go through this type of harsh awakening or something, but now people then put you in the situation where there's no other choice but for you to actually wake up and realize what's been going on around you and take on a spouse. Somebody could be doing this shit on purpose to make you take on a spouse that has that maybe that'll get you to shut your mouth. Okay. Why some of these families and communities come, they leave out the innocent ones and they'll come up and sneak around and start talking to, offering things to the person that you're with. And who wouldn't be thrilled? Like, okay, the empresses or the emperors or the blindfolded one, the left side, the other side of the family, the mom side of the family, they be on that shit. They don't play about her. If you're gonna be with her, you're gonna have to only be with her, or she gonna have to be your main priority while you with her. But on the dad side of the family, we don't give a fuck. We want to see her in pain. On the dad side of the family, it could be more about the money. You know what I'm saying? It's something about these people having a secret society against somebody that is the real power. I'm like, what? You can't make me keep if I'm seeing what these people saying, to say, I think this is what some of these people doing around me. Get this shit up out of here. You can't make me keep these, or you can't make them take my position or something like this. Like, I just fuck this here. I don't. But again, if you wake up and you start tripping like, oh my God, nobody's saying nothing, you have to figure out everything on your own, and you start exposing something, I feel like somebody's laughing because they wanted it. I'm telling you, somebody's laughing because they wanted it to seem like that. Like, see, I told you or whatever. Okay? Like, you're the problem here. Or this is somebody that be like, oh, don't act like you just realized this, but these are the people that was doing the crimes in the background. A lot of these people, they look like they in their 40s or something, like me, allegedly, right? But these women are older, okay? And they are a part of this secret order or something like this, okay? These could also be women. That are connected to these men that you could have been the muse of when you were younger, and now they're realizing, oh, the emperor or the empress is loose, or the chosen one is loose. I wonder if, and the person's like, I don't mind, go ahead. Like one of them creepy movies when the person's like, yeah, just capture her, and bring her and lock her up in our basement. It's some shit like this going on, man. I don't know, across the USA. I don't this ain't no damn. This ain't no illusion. Or you find out there's a secret spy group that somebody was attached to, that's attached to you all these years. That person died 10 years ago. This is somebody that you would have trusted. You would have thought you could trust. And you could have. I'm trying to tell you. It's weird what I be picking up on. This is like, These could be serial murders. These could be people that's paid to be protectors. But they didn't have to kill. Maybe because of your ass, around your ass, something like this. Something that you don't understand or you see? Mm-mm. But it could take a real bad turn though. Cause like if somebody calls somebody a serial killer or something, you don't expect them to have a limit. You don't expect somebody to say, "Oh, until I met you." You know what I'm saying? It's like, "Oh, excuse me." You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I was a serial killer until I met you, or I was an assassin. You know what I'm saying? Because assassin, that's a job title. Okay, and like a piece of meat. It's like somebody. It's like turn the queen into like a piece of meat in the dragon's den, like flapping the woman around. And then whatever dragon is like gets the piece of meat, like when I go out here sometimes and I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for somebody and some seagulls is there and I have fries. I'll be throwing the fries out there, feeding the seagulls. But it's like somebody's sitting there with that energy here. Okay. I also was hearing like in some mythology, uh, like that's what these some of these cities used to do, or these towns. They would pick a girl or a child for sacrifice or something, put it at the end of the city or whatever, and then leave it there for the dragon to come get it. Okay, and then that's how she got wed or something to a dragon, or the things, the myths you hear about somebody being sold off to a beast energy or something, like a hidden like werewolf beast or something. They sacrificed the child to this thing or something like this. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't put it past any town. Okay, because that's what I'm telling you. It's like, yeah, you were special, but now that you know you special, we trying to get rid of you, or we're gonna try to kill you, because now you know that. Mm, now you know something belonged to you, and we're not gonna give it to you because we want to have control. Mm-mm. But they be taking shit too far. I think when they talk about like, oh yeah, at these parties, this bestiality, they have people having sex with dogs. These dogs is probably just, some fine ass men or women or something like this. That, I mean, I'm not saying that they don't. I think with some of these sectors, okay, some might be going too far. Okay, tell me then. Say you in a relationship, your masculine has status and you have status. The man or the feminine, they get your mate or whatever, they get taken away. Because I'm telling you, there's something about a system that they've created with when they're saying, oh, if you can't respect your woman or you don't want to take care of her, you're trying to, if somebody is a part of man or man, if somebody is a part of mankind could also be a problem, because man is early man. Mankind is what we produce with other people. Man or autochthonous energy is the American Indian before anybody came here. That's the original people that was found here. Okay. All right. The copper colored people, possibly. Okay. Native Americans are mankind. When they were being created by, they were being created or even infiltrated by, the colonizers or whatever, like the British and things like this. And then they produce a stock of children. They have Native American in their ancestry now. But that created a whole nother like pool of people. So if though the reason why Sekhmet, and I feel like Sekhmet is the early American lion that they say is extinct, the American lioness, okay? It's a name for it, but they said that these are extinct. They might just be mountain lions today, or it could have been something that actually is extinct, or this is something like a rare bloodline, like because I'm pick up when I read about Sekhmet, I don't always get Egyptian. She's something else other than she's outside of what that is, what they are. It's almost like the 16th dynasty or the 1600s, or you get what I'm saying? When it went from like Kemet, like dark Egypt or something, or original Egypt, over into like modern day, after they start mixing and shit like this with the other people or the colonizers or the people that were coming in. So this could be a problem with the earliest man and whatever is sandwiched in between. So you think about it like this: Native Americans, Native Americans helped in some type of way fight against maybe American Indians, right? Then you have intermixed slaves and stuff like this too, and then you have your Irish and all the other different types of ways that people came, the different creeds of people that came, over time, East Ellis Island, all these other different ways. They helped Then they helped the government or another force move the Native Americans into a compromising situation or reservations and things like this. And now the Mexicans are doing the same thing. They're helping move or eliminate or move or take things from maybe in some of the southwestern territories and in the Bayshon area. Now they are here, and whatever they're going to be doing or working with whoever's letting them over here, if you want to call it the government or whatever, and whatever they're doing is going to be pushing these people out of the way. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like a road to, I don't know what the fuck they got. We might be already, now that could have happened in the past 20 to 40 years. Now you got, these might just be aliens straight the fuck from outer space that's here now doing something to have them moved out of the way, right? Oh, you have to look at it like this, okay? So when they said, you have to be careful with these words, when they said she was the one that eliminated mankind, because that could be also a thing with America standing her ground and saying, hey, we can't take no more. We can't have no more in here. These people had to be deported or something like this, okay? Because we just can't. Shit. And somebody look at it as harsh. It's real. But if the father, because remember, Sekhmet got mad and she went after those people because they were trying to make her father look like a fool. I think these men know that energy is an original God. And these were men that they know how to rouse up a woman or something like this to go ballistic. And then after they get their feel or use her, that they give her some type of poison or tonic or something like this, and then take away her powers and her gifts. And then now she's getting beaten on by all the different groups because she didn't push. All right. Or she didn't get paid first, or, she got the body weight of 10 men. That's not literally, somebody don't have to be 600 fucking pounds. It just means somebody hold their fucking weight. Or it made me think about even when I was just standing here and y'all seen me in that video earlier and that guy was trying to tell me about that parking space. You know that they sandwiched me in. I said, you could park at any of these. So he parked in the very next spot right in front of, and then the wife parked right behind me. So I had to kind of go back a little bit and then pull out to get out of there. But when he came back, he said something. He went in his car and he turned around and looked at me and he looked. I don't know if y'all see my eyes buck up. Cause I had to size him up real quick. I'm like, damn, I just got my nails done. I had to size him up real quick because the way he went this way, and he said, well, I'm just, and then he jolted back around like he was about to walk. And I said, I said, I know this because I had to size him up. I'm like, he about my size, maybe a little bit smaller. You know what I'm saying? It could go the fuck down. It's like at my age, being in a fight or something, that shit would just be ridiculous. But I said, when I was sitting here thinking about it, like the way that the adrenaline was start, when I seen him double back and kind of like go around the front of my car, I'm like, oh, it's about to be one of these. And it's like the old days was back in my damn blood for a second. Because you know how that could go. Okay, as a teenager, somebody doing all that shit, then you ain't waiting till they come up to the car, bitch. You gonna get out the motherfucking car like, what? Oh, we doing this? Okay, hold on. So, I'm telling you, something is going on. Something about the physical. Okay, something about to get physical. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know if there's gonna be a physical altercation. Somebody about to get pulled over and get an altercation with the police. Also, these people need something. They need like a they need like a little girl getting molested in the back of a police car. They need something. I don't know what sector we about to be dealing with where something is about to get found out, but they need something. Okay, if they want to run on just emotional things, it's going to be somebody getting pulled over by the police and, and jailed, a black person, or a police accidentally shooting a black kid, or they need something. They're going to do something. Okay? Whether it's going to be televised now, I don't know. Because I'm telling you, the people that you think that you robbed God, you done got rid of all the evidence with Patel over there in that office and shit, and did all these things. Try to say that the Empress ain't, or I ain't who I am. And you think you just made it away scot-free? Everybody's getting settled in their seats. They're buying homes and stuff with that money you stole. Something's just getting stuck. Hold on, my child is coming. Hold on. Can you bring me a napkin?